You're gonna break my heart. You're gonna tear it apart. No matter what you do, I'll still be there for you.
One day, you will see a real horse. Not on this planet, which is just rock and sand. But there are other planets, which are beautiful. One day, I hope to fly you there.
Credits tell him that you need that. Air credits tell him that you need that.
What my name is, Scarlet Night in Cambridge.
Hello everybody. Let's get that music just right. I spent a lot of time fiddling with it last time. Yeah, that sounds okay. How's everybody doing? Streamplace coming at you live from the cloud. From some cloud servers in Los Angeles, soon to be some cloud servers in Seattle. I just haven't had a chance to move it yet because there hasn't been a reason to when I only use this particular piece of the software twice a week to broadcast. It just wasn't worth setting up another Streamplace distribution. But here we are. There we go. Cool. Let's start with news. Let's start with cloud news, live cloud news, live from the cloud. We got some. What do we got? This thing, Cloudflare Kubernetes Ingress. Is a thing we have. Yeah, this thing. The Cloudflare Warp Ingress Controller. So I didn't know this existed, but... So, how Cloudflare usually works. Cloudflare powers a big percentage of the internet. It's a CDN for a big percentage of the internet. If you go to a lot of different websites, if you're doing something dynamic, like changing something, you're talking directly to an origin server. But if you are reading an article, or looking at an image, or even sometimes a video, you are often looking at something provided by Cloudflare servers. They're all over the place. Where's their little map here? Yeah, look at that. Cloudflare servers are all over the dang place. Look at all that. Look at all the colors. This is a big deal. And the way it works is you set up your tiny little server that could never serve traffic out to millions of people. In not one of these purple, maybe my server's right here. And then instead of when I publish an article and it goes megavi and it goes out to millions and millions of people, Cloudflare connects to me and then serves up my article and my images and whatever from all of these little purple circles. Basically, I'm describing just what a CDN is, more or less. But Cloudflare is probably certainly an incredibly influential CDN right now. So they've got this product, Cloudflare Warp, now, which is pretty interesting. It hides... Yeah, look at this thing, huh? Basically, instead of having to run your own servers that are accessible from the internet, which is scary because you can get DDoSed and stuff like that, you run just this Cloudflare Warp software, and it connects directly to all the Cloudflare servers and sort of protects you because you're not actually exposed to the internet at large. I'm very interested in this, especially given Cloudflare's history of having a really robust free tier. So you could maybe handle all of your static stuff for free, provided you're not, serving hundreds of millions of different images out or something like that. And all of that might be offered for free or pretty low cost from Cloudflare, so you don't have to actually expose your servers to the internet, which is awesome. I'm quite excited about this. I have signed up for the beta. Oh, and then so that's what Cloudflare Warp is, and then they just released something that lets you basically automatically integrate it with Kubernetes clusters with this file here. This is some collaboration with StackPoint Cloud in Seattle. So that's exciting. I can't show it off yet because I filled out the... I think I filled out the beta form twice. I didn't remember if I did it, if I finished filling out the form the first time. But yeah, this is super exciting. I'm excited about a lot of stuff, everything, all the money in the container space is for getting people who, oh hey, you've got 500 on-premises servers right now, and you want to move them to Kubernetes clusters. Okay, well, pay our company $500,000 and we can do that for you. I'm pretty excited, though, about this kind of... it doesn't really interest me very much. I've never worked in that space, but this interests me a lot because it's something that's like, yeah, you could write one little web server for your app and hide it behind Cloudflare and use them as most of your infrastructure, essentially, just using your server for when you need to do updates and that sort of thing. So that's pretty exciting. So today, let's review the last couple times. Last time we played around with Draft a lot and discovered it was pretty cool and magical. Draft up lets you deploy in your development cycle, continuously deploy to a Kubernetes cluster to work on your cloud services, which is pretty exciting. And then we've got the time before that, we were working on this. Oh, I didn't commit last time. Lovely. SP Compositor. Gotta remember to do housekeeping in between these sessions so we don't have to watch me make things comply with ESLint and stuff. I'm just gonna stash this. And by stash, I mean cool. What? Oh yeah, because I took away a... Yeah, we're not going to want to let all those get pushed up into the Git thing. Anyway, I think... So did our work here... I think it got merged into Next. Git show... Git log here. Build compositor on Friday, December 1st of this year. Yes, that sounds like the work that we were doing. Excellent. So this is all in continuous integration now with this compositor image that that we built on Stream is now in the... Can we look at the Streamplace CI server? I think we can. Drone.stream.place. Welcome, drone. Yeah, so this is the Streamplace CI server, generously donated by the Cloud Native Computing Foundation. They're not watching this because they're all at KubeCon in Austin right now. Yeah, so that this is every time we push any kind of change to the Streamplace repo, it builds up all of our Docker images and stuff, and one of them is that SP compositor that we built last time. Look at all that. So that was sort of, we've sort of done, we spent 2 streams on that. The first one was sort of the JavaScript-y front-end stuff where we built software that can turn, we built an Electron app that can turn a web page into a video stream, basically. And then we, on the next episode, we built a Dockerized version of that can be in a single Docker container that you point at a website and it outputs a video stream. And what I'd like to do now, so that exists, but it doesn't output anywhere useful yet. So what I'd like to do now is build a Helm chart that is going to take that, that's going to use that Docker container as well as probably just a generic FFmpeg Docker container and stream that video designed to be run in the cloud to send that video elsewhere, to send it out to the world, which is how Streamplace is going to work essentially. Yeah, so let's do that, and maybe we'll use Draft. Maybe we'll try and use Draft to continuously develop on it. Although, if that ends up being obnoxious at all, I'll probably punt. But let's see. Let's see how this goes. All right. So let's start with making sure we've got everything built locally. So Docker build. Hey, this looks familiar. And we had it pointed at my live video feed. Let's just start with this. So npm run, let's see, what's my build script? It's prepare. npm run prepare to Babelify all of the source code there. I was thinking lately I might want to take Babel out of the loop. Later versions of Node have everything except for import-export. I don't want to get into MJS yet, so I don't want to mess with that. But yeah, I don't know. This works fine for now. And then that Docker command. Although I guess I should try using this here. Let's get a let's get a Minikube up here. I imagine you're not running. Oh, yes, Docker has clobbered my kube control again. Sure. I'm just gonna start installing kube control from this Minikube error message. That's excellent. Yeah. What's going on up here? Oh, I guess. Yeah, okay. Building some stuff. That's exciting. All right. Sure. Minikube status. Okay. Minikube start. I wonder if it's not a different command for start's how you create a new one. I'll bet it's all start. Cool. We're starting a VM. We're building a Docker container. We are off to a good start. We're kind of just sitting here waiting. In the meantime, bam. While all of that's happening. Whoa. Ah. Bad. So now we need to think about FFmpeg. For now, we're just gonna, here, we need an endpoint for this also. So I think I've got a, oops, don't want to do that. My music. There we go. I think I've got a dummy YouTube account. Which I'm not so. Cool. Yeah, so I've got a dummy YouTube account that I'm not so worried about streaming to. If somebody really wants to, hey, kube control. Hey, the time thing is still running. Excellent. Okay. So let's see if we can. This is kind of an interesting case for. The thing is, this is an interesting case for Draft because we're not working on. This isn't like one part of a local version of all of Streamplace that we're running. This is like a particular piece of software that we would run when we want to send this out to the world. Yeah. let's get the streaming, the RTMP streaming working without draft first. And then we'll take it from there, I guess. Okay. So the Docker file just built. That looks promising. Let's put our bringing together everything we built here. Where is the it's a dog or something. I keep forgetting where we threw that countdown timer. A blaze cub. Yeah. A blaze club.glitch.me. Okay, sure. So here, I'll just grab the one I was using earlier. This would be a good thing to stream. I need to get a better format here. Probably I just need to install Moment on this. Let's just change that to 2018. We should get a nice long timer. Nice. Let's do 2019 so we get a digit in the years. Okay. So this is what we're going to stream. I like this. This looks very Adult Swim. Yeah, that looks good. Streaming entire stream. Download the React Dev Tools for a better experience. Fun. Starting renderer. What does this output to? I don't remember at all. It's, oh, this port, right. Okay, okay, cool. So now, if I do just nc hex dump. Huh. Not working. Okay. Yeah, I remember running into this problem last time. Unfortunately, I'm not remembering how we fixed it at all. I guess it's on tape. That will do the port, and I remember... I gave it like a 5-second timer. Oop. Okay. Back to debugging this thing. I didn't give it a port. Oh, I wonder if it doesn't have the right version of something. It should... Actually, maybe the local version of this won't. Here, let's Docker pull. Okay. Let's get the version of this that the CI server built, because I think there were changes to SP streams and stuff that probably didn't get propagated here. In fact, I'm confident that's what's happening, but hopefully the CI server's version will have those changes. Okay. Oh, no, this one's ancient. This is the way old. Wait, what? You don't say. Huh. So wait, what? Wait. We were just looking at this. Oh, 7 days ago. Well, yeah, last set. Build compositor. Oh, it didn't update the latest tag. Got it. Got it. There we go. Yeah, that makes sense. There's way more layers to pull here. That makes sense. This is a totally fresh build of this. Let's file that as a bug. That's something I need to... I thought I had fixed that at some point. Maybe because I switched from master to next for the branch name that broke. Let's just file that on up the Streamplace repo here, but it shouldn't block us for right now. Fix latest... I guess I want like a stable... I guess I want like a latest branch, maybe. Latest and next. It's consistent with how a lot of JavaScript and Docker images do their thing. Fix it. Boom. All right. And then just so all my autocomplete commands work, so we'll docker tag. I don't want to do this in the wrong order. Docker tag that as latest. Okay, and then docker run. Let's try this again. Yes, that looks much better. And yeah, okay, there's our video stream. Cool stuff. Now, what we want, and this isn't a super easy thing to build right now, but what I would love to have is a Helm chart. Well, what I would love to have, the end result of what I would love to have is a Docker pod, is a Kubernetes pod with this running as one container in that pod, and then an FFmpeg running and as another container in that pod, sending it out someplace. Now, what I'm trying to think is if there's a reason to actually do that as a, I don't know, it's a pain to develop that way. I kind of just want to put FFmpeg in this container, but I'm having trouble building this container locally. Okay, yeah, we'll do it separately. So the first thing to do will be getting, all right, I've got a nice FFmpeg here, right? Yeah, look at all this stuff. FFmpeg, look at all that build. It's got MP3s, it's got libx264, it's great. So let's go get my stream key for my dummy stream YouTube account here. And if any of the people watching want to steal this stream key, good work. You're gonna pull it off. You'll stream to my dummy YouTube channel. Alright. So let's start with just dev nulling this. 7464772. So the command's gonna be like ffmpeg I. Let's give it a format. It's in WebM format, I think. I TCP localhost, whatever the hell port I used, 64772. For now, let's just like copy stuff. Copy video codec copy. There's no audio yet, but audio codec copy WebM and send this to dev null. Okay, the theory is this will copy the video stream out of the container. And it's up. And yes, overwrite dev null. Okay, so far so good, I guess. That does look like it's getting the video stream. Solid. "35 frames per second. My goodness. Okay. So let's close that. And now I want to send it. All right, so now let's try transcoding it. CV libx 6. Or there's not an audio stream, right? Yeah, okay, we'll just not worry about that. I don't know if YouTube will care. -y dev null. Unable to find a suitable output format for dev null. Fair enough. FLV. EMBL header parsing failed. Let's see if we can do that. So what I'm trying to do right now is resume a stream in progress. So this thing's already spitting out. So let's see. What's when we last left our heroes. So this is what's going on inside the web page right now, this countdown timer. And it's spitting out that data, but I can't seem to parse it in progress. I'm going to Google this error and see if I can convince FFmpeg, hey, just watch the stream for a while and figure it out. You're a smart... Invalid MKV file. I assure you it's not that. FFmpeg formats. WebM chunk. That's an encoder. Wait, what? Let's see if this works. WebM chunk. Yeah, unknown input format. That's what I thought, but WebM isn't one. What are we talking about here? FFmpeg parse web without header. I don't know. No, that's useful. Video conversion is not very well documented on the internet. What if I say no format? It's gonna be like, what the hell is this? Oh, it's trying. It's trying its best. Come on, FFmpeg, I believe you're gonna figure out what format that video is. Somehow. Invalid data found while processing input. Okay. Let's find out. What is this? EMBL header. What's an EMBL header? WebM without. Well, what's an EMBL header? Matryoshka. Expense binary meta language. I don't really want to mess with this right now. Alright, well, we'll solve this problem later, I guess. I could always just have the thing in the Docker container convert it to a MPEG TS. That's probably what I'll do. And how do you feel about transcoding that video, FFmpeg? Just fine. No problems at all. Alright, whatever. Let's try streaming it to YouTube. Just like that. There's that. There's that. And, well, YouTube accepted it. Let's see, live stream offline, it says. Oh, starting, stream health. Your audience will see it in a moment. Get ready. Uh-oh. It probably doesn't care for this extremely low bitrate that I'm giving it. I should look at the options, the output options I'm using for... YouTube's like, what are you sending me? This looks terrible. Yeah, 100 kilobits a second. It's like, is that video? That doesn't make sense. All right, let's we'll give that a minute, but in the meantime, let's see what settings I'm using for YouTube's generally happy with me. Interval. We should, so we'll specify a higher bit rate, but there's only so much data to give it. Okay, it didn't care for this at all. So let's just get out of there. Let's just, the first thing I'll try is BV 6000K. That's much higher bit rate of video. I don't know if it's going to be able to... The problem is there's almost nothing happening on the website, so there's not that much to encode. You can't really just say, no, use more bits when it doesn't have information. So we'll see if that helps anything. And then let's find the keyint stuff. Really? I don't do keyint. That's the other thing these live streaming sites want, is for you to put the key interval 5 times FPS. Keyint. I want a 2 second, so 2 times, so keyint 60. That. Yeah, let's make this legible. Keyint equals 60. Whoa! Alright, so here's a command we're putting together. FFmpeg. Let's put some spaces in it. Anywhere we see a space. Dash. Okay. Yeah, that looks okay. So let's restart this thing. And boom. All right. Whoa, that looks bad. There we go. It's a higher bit rate. Yeah, this is what I thought would happen. It's trying as hard as it can to get the bitrate up to... Past duration too large. It's interesting. It's trying as hard as it can to get the bitrate up higher. It is 6 times higher, so maybe YouTube will be fine with it. Especially because I changed the key interval. I don't know what these errors are coming from. How do you feel about that, YouTube? Offline? I simply disagree. So the other thing we could do here is just run the website in a container. Right now I'm telling Chromium Electron to give me the video stream, and it's giving me a very low quality one optimized for real-time communication, like if you're sharing your screen in a Google Hangout, that sort of thing, right? What I could do instead of having it give me it just renders the website to the virtual frame buffer in the container, and then I use FFmpeg to get a stream. That's more like running OBS on your computer would do. It sure doesn't look like YouTube is pleased with me here. It just says it's offline. It's accepting the video. That's the weird thing. Somewhere in Google, there's an RTMP server that's like, sure, I'll take that video. Who cares? I don't like that this is less than 1. Starting, it says. Stream health. YouTube is not receiving data. Okay. This is kind of weird. I think it's still because the bit rate's just way too low, and YouTube's like, I don't know. Like, it's probably waiting for a certain amount of data before it even tries to parse it as a video, and we're just not even close. That is my best guess right now as to what's happening. Streamed live less than 1 minute ago, liar. Okay. This ain't working. Shoot. What if I just pointed at a website that's got a lot more going on? What kind of website would that be? Like, worth a shot. I should make an easier way to invoke this than changing the environment variable on this thing. Uncaught type error. Oh, that's just an error on NeonCat. That's fine. Okay, yeah, all right. It is much higher bitrate. Almost more than double of what we were looking at a second ago. Is that enough for you, YouTube? Receiving your content. Your audience will see it in a moment. What the hell? Whoa, I didn't know you could do that. Cool. Can I put it in its own column? Interesting. Come on, YouTube. Do you want audio? Is that the problem? I wish there was any... Google services are really great at just something goes wrong and there's just no error message or any information whatsoever. Okay. I have one more idea. We're gonna tell the PTS that it's now. Set PTS. Yes. This thing. This should help with the speed not being quite 1, although it's very, very close. I kind of don't think that's the problem. Starting. Can I see any... What do you mean starting? Get live chat. Offline. Yeah, now it just says it's offline completely. Gave up. Alright. What is heartbeat? Live streamability. I don't think I'm learning anything here. I'm gonna try. Let's do some things. Docker PS. Okay. Friendly Hugel is the name of this Docker container, I guess. Let's do some things in here. Apt update. Let's get ffmpeg installed. Mpeg stream from Linux. I want to stream what's on the screen. Yeah, I have looked at this before. Here's what a person once did. Point-to-point streaming. Linux X11 grab. Okay. So this is going to be the new input. And I could make the what is happening? I cannot change this. Yeah, I know, it doesn't exist. Don't panic. What happened here? Okay, whatever. Get out of here, Untitled 1. Untitled 2 will rule the day. Alright. So it's 1080p. 30 FPS. And I'd want to put that filter that I described earlier because it's a real-time thing. I think I just do the FV filter video this business. And let's just do the thing I did before where we send this to dev null. Wait, what? Oh, plus 100, 200. I need the documentation for this X11 grab device. Yeah, this thing. Screen number X. Okay. So display number, screen number. Screen 0. Display number is 99, right? It's this display. Colon 99. Yeah. That looks really weird to me, but everything about X11 is weird. Output format, FLV, I guess, dev null. I'm getting ahead of myself. I gotta install ffmpeg here. Apt install ffmpeg. Sure. Oh. Hey everybody, you remember this from the other time? Getting real slow downloads from archive.ubuntu.com? Welcome back. Welcome back to Streamplace, live from the cloud. We're watching really slow downloads from archive.ubuntu.com again. Alright, this is a little better. I wonder if it'd be ridiculous to just set up this container to... Well, I guess I can just figure out how to share a virtual X11 frame buffer between two containers in a Kubernetes pod? I don't know. Let's see if this ridiculous command I set up works. Boom. Unknown input format set PTS. Yeah, how do I set a filter? Is it just dash filter? No. Oh, this is the devices configuration. VF, not F:V. What was I thinking? Dash VF. Okay. I can't drag in here right now. I can control it with the keyboard. Everything's broken all the time. Option, video filter cannot be applied to input your... Oh, I'm trying to input, output, order of the things matters. I still have to control this with the keyboard. There it is. Yeah. I had to put... If you put a thing before... So this is a key line. That's where I'm saying the input is. Anything that comes before this... I should put this down here too. Anything that comes before this is an option for the input, like the video size and the frame rate. Anything that comes after is an option for the output. FFmpeg is an interesting piece of software. Very useful, though. Incredibly useful. Okay. Hey. Yeah, what do we got? I didn't specify a codec, so it's outputting in FLV format. Okay. Yeah, FLV is both a container and a codec. I don't really know how it works. But yeah, it's working. It's got pretty high bitrate too. 1660. Alright, it worked better than I might have hoped. Let's get the codec set up. libx264 SC:V. And then more things. Oh. Yeah, this stuff. About the key interval and the bitrate. And format FLV is still fine. And I don't know if I need that filter, but whatever. Let's go. Huh. Oh, yeah. The bitrate got really low. What I'm wondering, I am right now emulating this Docker container is, yeah, my FPS is really, really low. So I'm emulating an H.264 encoder, and it's displeased with me. There might be ways to optimize it, but I would sooner just figure out how to get the dang stream out of the container and then encode it on the host. Hashtag recurring Streamplace problems. Let me think for a sec. Yeah, because this is no good. This is the right command. So this is interesting because this is a case that would be really good for Draft to solve. So that instead of doing local development, and I can't set this up now, I would have to set this up before stream, but instead of doing local development, I could run a Kubernetes cluster on a native, like on a, I've got a server in the corner of this room that would be capable of doing this thing. And that's where all the dev is happening. And I'm just watching it from this computer. I don't know. Advice I've gotten in the past is that it's impossible to do DevOps development on a non-Linux host. because of exactly this kind of situation. I am going to try I am going to try getting the raw frame data out of the container. That shouldn't be, what, like piping 6 megabytes per second out of a VM? That doesn't sound too bad. And then doing something else with it once it gets here is sort of what I'm feeling like doing at the moment. God, I wonder if the low quality of the other stream was also because it was limited by the constraints of this container. I think what I'm learning here is I have to... It's a frustrating spot because I believe what is happening is the fact that I'm running in a relatively small Docker VM on this Mac is limiting what it can output. And that might also be true of what Electron was outputting a second ago. We were running into the same problem where it was giving us low quality video at a low bit rate, but that might also be because... That might be for the same reason, because it's also running inside that thing, and Electron Chromium is automatically scaling down the quality of the video. And this is why doing development like this stinks, because I might be wrong about that, but I can't know. Like, I have no... Like, maybe that's happening. I can't know unless I check it against something else. Alright. So... What happens if I... Here's an idea. I'm gonna have to reinstall FFmpeg, but let's... Give me another port. Port... A classic port, like 9999. Okay. And then... Let's give this a container name so I can refer to it consistently. Name compositor. I'm in. Apt install FFmpeg. So I'm going to try doing the frame grabbing in the container, but not encoding it. Sending it as a raw, unencoded video stream out of the container, where I will then encode the video on the host and send it onto YouTube. Oh boy, apt update. That's surprising there's stuff out of date. I guess it's a week old. Yeah, do it. So I gotta split this in two. How you doing, Visual Studio Code? You gonna let me edit you today? Yes? That is such good news. So I gotta split this command in two, basically. I gotta get one of these to... So it's gonna take a X11 grab, and we're gonna add this frame rate and everything, and we're gonna encode it as raw video. I've done this before. Where did I keep the code? Cloud Cube, yes. Yes. Excellent. Cool. So, let's just copy this on out into my ffmpeg commands.txt here. So this is bash. Great syntax highlighting, beautiful. So this is basically what it'll look like on the other end. Now I need like ffmpeg save raw video. CV raw video pixel format. Okay, that doesn't look so bad. So let's annotate these. So to start with, yeah. All right, this is fine actually. Hey, the bug's back. Okay, I just have to click somewhere else. So strange. Okay. There's going to be no PTS at all. This I'm going to need on the other side. So let's do 2 commands. So this is in container x11 raw video stream on host raw video stream YouTube. Cool. So inside the container, x11 grab FOV. And okay, so this needs to change f raw video, and then the only one that was specified here is pixel format. YUV 420p should be fine. This doesn't make sense here. Okay, so get this, encode raw video, send it to DevNull. How do we feel about that? The bit rate's a big number, but an encouraging one. It's consistent, so that's good. 30 FPS, rock solid. 74. Let me read that correctly. 746,000 kilobytes a second. So this is a little under a gigabyte per second, right? 7, 4, 6. 4, 9, 6, divided by 729 megs a second. Yeah, okay. I don't have any idea what the performance is on like data transfer out of Docker for Mac. I don't care. So here's what we're gonna do. So that just needs to send. Okay, so instead of DevNull, I want to send that to a port. I want to listen on a. This would be so much easier to do in Streamplace. I want to listen on a port. Yeah. How do I get data out of you, VM? Yeah, a port, a TCP port that's forwarded. So I need to listen. I need to, yeah, fmpeg TCP listen. There's a way to do that. I think it's just listen. Yeah, okay. So instead of this, TCP 0000 listen 1. I don't know, sure. Listen on TCP. And I also want to like discard old. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to run this and it's going to listen. It's going to buffer the incoming video while it's listening and to just immediately fill up all the available RAM. But let's find out. Port missing. True. Fair enough. 19999. Okay. Okay. Let's just see if that worked. NC9 localhost 9999 hex dump. Yeah, look at all that data. And it's you can see patterns in it too, which makes sense. Well, here, the limiting factor is going to be yeah, you listen. Let's do PV to DevNull. How much data? 180 megabytes a second. It's not enough. I'm only able to get data out of this VM at nowhere near enough. Oh, that's megabytes a second. That's megabytes a second, not megabits. Oh, okay. No, yeah, I think that's working. I think that's probably right. I I can't convert kilobits to megabytes in my head, but what's this in divided by, that's megabits divided by 8, 91 megabytes a second. Yeah, okay. We're, yeah, ballpark. Okay, that worked. That worked. Now we got to do the raw video input, which is what I did down here before. FFmpeg. Yeah, so let's just turn this into regular human words. FFmpeg dash y, because why not? Dash f. All right, so the input format is raw video. The pixel format of that video I just picked up here, it's YUV 420p, obviously. Video size 1920 by 1080. That's exactly right. You're so smart, past Eli. The frame rate of that video is 30 frames a second. Of course. The input is TCP localhost 9999. That's where you're getting it. Then the output stuff, which where's the YouTube command? Let's do. I'm not going to send it to YouTube yet, but let's just send it to dev null. Yeah, I don't need any of that. Okay. Yeah. FFV, and then just not that yet. Dev null. This is going to work on the first try. Let's go. What do we got? Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay, so run this inside the container. And run this in the host. Here we go. Yeah? Okay, the bit rate's still very low. Extremely low. What's happening? Why is that so... Once again, because there's not that much happening in the input? I guess. Here, let's make sure this... test.flv. Just like save it in a file. 52 FPS makes me think that it was buffering on the input there. That seems impossible. That's definitely impossible. It's way too much. Didn't we just say it's like... Well, I guess we just said it's like 87 megabytes a second. It can buffer that for a while. That seems way too low for raw video. I don't know. Maybe not. Just confusing myself. What do we got? The question now is, what do we got? Open test.flv. Huh. Oh, hey, yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah. It caught on after a minute there. That looks not like total garbage. It looks pretty nice, actually. I mean, quality-wise, anyway. There should be enough to encode. I don't know. I guess it's pixels. This is a another interesting recurring problem that I need to find websites with a lot happening. What did I use last time? A YouTube live stream of some sort? Yeah, I don't think I can do that this time, but... Let's try it with that filter. What is happening? There we go. Yeah, this thing. I don't know. Maybe this matters. Speed's catching up. Bitrate's still very low. Catching up though. Pass duration too large. Huh. Yeah. Hmm. I think if I could do this all inside, well, yeah, it's working okay. It's just still super low bitrate. How do you solve this? Interesting. Let's try sending it to YouTube. What the hell? What do you think of that, YouTube? Better get ready. It's going to be pretty exciting. And I don't want that filter there. Did I take that out? Yeah, I did. Good. I wonder if they should have the -RE flag in there somewhere. Starting, it's green. It wasn't green before. What's happening? It's green. It's green. Oh, it's not green anymore. Good, your viewers are happy. I'm sure they are. Yeah, I mean, it's shit. It is. All this makes me want to just run OBS in a container. So I don't have to... We all know OBS works. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Ah! Yeah. Stream is healthy. No data. Stream is healthy. Stream health is excellent. I don't believe you. But let's let it run for a little bit. It flickered. You everybody see that? It flickered. Yeah, it flickered again. And we're offline again. Okay. Okay. right. Good experimentation, everybody. What I've learned today, I have learned that I probably can't. Stream is complete. What? Today I've learned I don't have a good, consistent way of encoding raw video for the purpose of sending it to YouTube that it will accept. That's interesting. That's a good thing to learn. I'm confident that somewhere in this thing is some FFmpeg settings. I can... FFmpeg... Force video CBR... I should look into the OBS source code because OBS uses the same libraries to generate its stuff. Min rate. Yeah, sure. Let's try some more stuff, I guess. Yeah, look at that. It just refuses to crank up the bitrate at all. So strange. Maybe... I again think that it just, there's not enough information, right? Bit rate. Alright, that's tune 0 latency. That's a classic setting. Not be smaller than... No. What if I crank up the keyframe interval? That should make it higher bit rate, right? Just more keyframes. Keyint 60 frames, keyint 10 frames. Right? Yeah, that's higher. Finally up to like close to 2 megabytes a second at least. What do you think of that, YouTube? I know I've thrown a lot at you lately. Mux rate. It's making me start to think I'm not solving the right problem here. I was using... Oh, max rate, not to be confused with mux rate. Okay. Yeah, it didn't help at all. Alright, I'm gonna hang this up for now. Got places to things. Yeah. We'll explore more FFmpeg options at a later date. But I'm starting to think that I'm starting to think there might be a different problem here. I'm starting to think I should just run OBS in the cloud. That seems really promising. I'll figure it out. Alright. Bye, everybody.